Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ Serimanos. And in this video, we're going to talk about the music that I played on a party that I DJ'd. It was on March 4th on a Saturday. And basically, they just said on the note, they gave me a few artists here and there. But basically, on the note, it says 80s, 90s hip hop, pop. I was like, cool. It didn't really much give me a playlist, but they just gave me a few artists here and there. So I got there at 5:15, probably like around 5:15. Um, when I got there, the guy told me to meet him at the lobby. He was at a golf resort, I guess, a golf resort. He said meet him at the lobby. So I met him, and he went and take me to the room. Said, "Here's the place. Here's where you're gonna set up at." So I'm looking. I'm looking at seeing where the outlet's at. And yeah, I take my batteries with me now, and it's pretty good because I'm glad I take them because when I was talking to the bartender, he was saying on the previous night or the previous weekend or whatever that they had a power outage. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "No, in my case, I got a battery." And I told that the same thing to the guy because when he told me it was on a golf resort, I thought it was gonna be like in a patio because the weather's nice, and they were thinking about doing it on the patio. But the reason why they decided to do it inside, they said because of the sound, what is it called? The sound audience. I don't know, the sound that they have a curfew for the sound, and they said at 11 o'clock, and the sound needs to turn off. So that's why they did it inside. So when I was inside setting up, um, I looked and see where the outlets. I said I'm not really worrying about the outlets because I have my batteries. The batteries, man, I love them. Somebody told me that I'm going battery crazy, but still, I love them. They give you so much freedom. Like, if you guys will understand how you could just show up anywhere, set up, and boom, you're done. No cables, no nothing. I love it. I love it. But anyways, when I got there, I started setting up, and the, I got done setting up around maybe 30 minutes early. And then that's when I started doing the sound check. And here was the first song I played to do the sound check, the Shake Your Body. And then after that, I went and played a song from the internet. I always want to check the internet, make sure I have connection. And I had connection. It sounded good. Everything looked good. The sound was good. The mic was good. I always want to turn on the mic also and make sure I don't get no feedback. And so I did that. And then I started playing some music because look at the time. They wanted me to start playing at 7 o'clock. So I started playing music a little early. And then from there, I started playing a lot of classic because they told me, play a little bit in the beginning. He said, play like some classic stuff, some 80s, some classic rock. So I was doing that. And then later on, the guy told me when I started playing some of these songs, he goes, one of the songs that she asked for, Baby Boy by Beyonce, she asked for that one. Later on, he told me, go ahead and start changing it up and start playing some more upbeat music. So the first, there's another song that she asked for, the Monkees. And then after that, I start playing some pop, some dance, some EDM. And I think it was the first set that I played. It started off with "I'm Good" by that's a good song right there. I like it. And I have the dirty version. I have this one, so I decided to play this one because you never know. Some people might get offended by the curse. So I play this one. If you can see the playlist, it's not that bad of a. It's a lot of EDM. I just want to get people getting into the vibe. People are showing up. People are trying to get their drink on. And then I played Flo Rida, Whitney Houston. This is the remix right here. I like this one right here. Pretty good little remix. Has that. So I like that little remix. I played I Love It. Then I played, I played Technotronic. You believe that? I went back to the Pump Up the Jam. So I was mixing it up. I'm mixing it up because her playlist, she says 80s, 90s. So I say, you know what? I'm going to mix it all up. I want to play a lot of here and there, a little bit of everything. If you can see that this mix right here has a little bit of everything, has some Pitbull, some Technotronic, has a Barbie Girl, some just mix it up. One more time. And then I want to slap on some what would you guys call this right here? Pop. I don't know what you guys call that. But anyways, I start mixing it all up, and then later on I start changing the tempo. The I went up. I went from 130. This is all these right here, like in the 130s. What does this message says? Whatever. To one. I believe this is like in the 150s, 150 beats per minute. They're pretty fast. I went into this mix right here. 1 all the way to 7. Usually I go 8 songs, but I stopped there. I was gonna play this. I think I didn't mix this one right here one way or another. I didn't mix it because the beats are different. So I gotta figure out a way. Maybe put this one somewhere else because this beat is a little different. Check out this beat. See, look at this beat right here. This one I hear. I like to say has a lot of music, a lot of rhythm. This one I hear is more mellow. So I gotta find a home for this one. I'm gonna find a home. And like I do these mini mixes. I always keep them the same. I never maybe move a song here and there. Like if but this one I'm gonna find a home for it. This mix right here, I'm gonna go over it again and try to rearrange it because there's some of it when I do things live. That's why when I practice, I have the music loud, and I want to listen to it. This one I hear, it didn't really to me. I did it because I had to get some songs ready. But now that when I heard it at the gig, this song with this song doesn't go that good. It doesn't sound that great. We're gonna listen to it right now. And this the beats per minute are pretty slow. Oh, not that slow, but check it out. Watch this. Let me adjust the beats per minute to 128. And I did it. And I'm going to mix it right here. And there's an auto loop in there from the previous mix. So I'm going to remove the auto loop as soon as this starts. But it goes like this. I mean, it's not okay, and but when you have the music loud and the speakers, you can hear the difference between the bass and that's when you can start hearing things. That's why I like to practice with the music blasting, because when you're at the gig, you could hear it. You could hear the music sounds different when you're playing it loud. So there's some songs I'm gonna go over it again with the music blasting, and but yeah, I think it was a set that I did. I ended up with Shut Up and Dance. This one I liked the way this one came out. Let's see. I mean, I was also thinking about maybe just, well, you're going to hear it. Oh, look at that. Beats per minute the same. Check it out. Here we go. Now, you see the bass? Hear that bass? That's what I'm talking about. It sounds so different when you're playing at a gig. Look at this. The way it's, and like everything's all max. That's the way I did it. Because at the end it just started mellow. It just became mellow. It just became mellow. Or I could just finish it off. But I didn't do it like that. I just let it. I don't know. It sounds all right when you're at a gig. And plus, this is the first mix that I did. People are not even paying attention. They're just like chilling, getting their drink on. Where I noticed that they start dancing. Oh, look at this mix right here. I threw in. I started off with Post Malone. This song and this one I hear, Save Your Tears. The melodies sound the same. That's the reason why I put this song. If you hear this one and you hear this one, the melodies sound the same to me. Check it out. Listen to this beat. And I listen to this beat. I'm hearing the same beat. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know, so I mix those two songs together. And then Without Me, right here, I had to go Eminem. This one I hear, I had to make it with the stems. The stems helps out a lot. Without the stems, hold on, let's adjust the beats per minute here real quick. Let's drop this one down to get it kind of close up so you won't hear much of a difference. Yeah, the stems helps out a lot. And I love the stems. Right here, I'm telling it to on the weekend, I'm gonna take off the kick and the high. And it's gonna sound like this. And then I had to slap on some Beastie Boys. Oh man, this is the jam. And here's the thing: when people are just chilling, getting their drink on, they're hearing the music that I'm playing, and they're getting already hype. You know, they're hearing some Brass Monkey. They're like getting all hype. This one here is a remix I got. I don't even know where I got this song from. I can't remember where I got it from. I don't know if it was VJ Street. I don't think it's VJ Street I got this song from. But this one I hear has it's like a remix with Girls, No Sleep to Brooklyn, and Brass Monkey. 3 songs from the Beastie Boys. I like this little remix. It's pretty good. If you notice, that song is really quick. It's only 2 minutes. So I only play like maybe a verse. And then I go into Jason. I'm not even going to say his last name. But I Feel Like Dancing. This one I hear. Again, the beat with this one, it sounds pretty good. And I'm going to play it right now. And then this one I hear, for me, this beat remind me of another one, Bites the Dust. This one I hear. You're going to hear it. So I'm going to slap on right here where my cue marker says end. And it's going to jump straight to the end right here. Here goes the end right here. All right, so here's where I'm going to end it at. And it's going to go like this. Throw this to 117. Actually, let's just drop this one down to 115. And I like keeping these mixes because you never know. People always come up and out of nowhere, they're just going to start requesting stuff. And I have another gig coming up in March 20, I believe it's on the 25th. This one right here. This one, they asked for some new wave music. Someone's look for new wave music. I'm going to try to do at least 2 mixes and get it ready. And some house. They like house. They like music from the 90s, house and new wave. So I'm going to try to get something ready for that gig. At least 2 mixes. And 2 mixes is going to be maybe 8 songs each mix. So I'm going to do 2 of them. Get that ready. And then here's what this one sounds like. And this one is no stems, no nothing, just let it play. Soon as someone mentions me, here's my 10 cents. My 2 cents is free. A nuisance. Who sent? You sent for me? Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me. Cause we need a little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me. Cause we need a little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. like this mix, man. I like that mix. So now I'm gonna mix it in with I feel like dancing. This song right here has a like I said, it has the beat of to me it remind me of another one, Bites of Dust. You guys let me know what you guys think about this beat, if it remind you of another one, Bites of Dust. It remind me of another one, Bites of Dust. Dun 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 dun. See, it remind me of another one, Bites of Dust. So I mix this one with the Brass Monkey, and it's gonna go like this.
And it looks like this.
All right, so since it reminded me of another one, Bites of Dust, I had to throw this Dua Lipa with Queen, another one, Bites of Dust. So here, with that doom, 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 I'm gonna have to take the bass off when I mix it in because I don't want to have two bass crashing. So on that, I feel like dancing. I'm gonna take the bass off, and I'm gonna mix in Break My Heart. And this is a mashup with another one, Bites of Dust. I like this one too. This one is pretty good. And like I said, when I was playing the songs, people were getting they was getting juice, and you add a little alcohol to it, man. Psh, woo. Yeah, this is a party of the year. Here we go. Let me see what my note says. It says, I'm gonna take off on this one here. I'm gonna take off the vocals. I'm going to take off the vocal. No. Oh, it's going to do automatic vocals off. So it's going to go like this right here. So I had to put a command in there because I'm gonna forget. So I just had to make an auto on the pad, made it auto to the vocal to take off the vocal. So I should make a note in there. So a couple years from now, I'm going to forget. If I ever play this again, I'm going to put auto. Vocals. I'm going to just put stems auto vocals. That's going to tell me that the stem's going to come on automatic. And it's going to remove the vocals. So it's going to go like this right here. Let's get my stems ready. I'm going to take the bass off, the bass. And what else? I'm going to take off the bass and the instruments. And then the vocals going to come off. So it's going to go like this. Here we go.
And in my bed, but don't give me no smooth talk unless you got a good moonwalk. And smile with your hips, smile with your hips, smile with your hips. My kind of magic is automatic. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Even if it's raining, I'm not complaining. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Steelbox further down the street with the brick wall down low.
Now, when you heard me mix it, like you never use quantize, so here I had to catch up to it. If you really pay attention and really, really, really pay attention, you could hear it. But if you're not really paying attention, it's off by like a millisecond, So that's why. But I don't like using quantize. Quantize always mess me up. Quantize, it's supposed to release it on the beat grid. But not every song, the beat grid is off good. So that's why I'd rather just use my ears, adjust it with my ears. Try to release it on the money, So I don't know. That's just me. I'm a little weird like that. So let's turn them on again. We're going to do it one more time.
My bed, but don't give me no smooth talk unless you got a good mood.
Here he goes.
And smile with your hips, smile with your hips, smile with your hips. My kind.
All right, let's stop right there. See, let's back it up. Let's take off, let's bring the blue line. See this? The beat right here is on the money. Look at this. This is on the money, everything, every beat. And I'm looking at the blue line. If we look at every sine wave, is on the money with the grid. But when I'm ready to mix it, right here, when they go boom, and then the he's talking, look at the beat grid is off. Now it's off. See the spike right here, and the little bottom part is off now. So he starts off, and then later on the beat go back on beat. So me, I just go with the ears, listen to it, and I try to adjust it. And we're gonna do it again right here.
It's no angel, I lying in my bed, but don't give me no smooth talk unless you got a good moonwalk and smile with your hips, smile with your hips, smile with your hips. My kind of magic is automatic. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Even if it's raining, I'm not complaining. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing.
Now, this song goes even longer than that. I believe I mix it in with Ice Ice Baby. But the mix stopped because the guy came up to me. He wanted to play the birthday song, Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder. And then while that song is playing, he's making a toast. So I turned down the music down while he's making his toast. And then from there, they got the cake. And then here's a song that got the people started in the club. I got them all up. They went to the dance floor. And I was thinking in my head, what can I play after the club? So I didn't want people to leave the dance floor. I could have continued with some hip hop. But I just decided to slap this one on because one of them that she requested was Come On and Ride the Train. That's why the colors are off. I just threw it in there. See the numbers? It goes from 4, then it has a 4.1, 4.2. I had to throw these in. And I believe I went and got a Tootsie Roll with the singing in it this time. Because the last time I got was it Tootsie Roll? I think it was Tootsie Roll that didn't have no singing. It was just saying, to the left, to the left. And this one actually has some singing in it, so I had to grab this one. So we're going to hear, this one I hear doesn't sound good with anything. Come On and Ride the Train. This one's, in my opinion, this one right here either has to be the last song of the mix. I'm going to have to find a happy home for this one too. This one right here doesn't go with this. I just threw it in there because I had to figure a spot for it, but it doesn't sound good. And what I mean by it sound good, the music is too loud, too much music, too much rhythm, too much everything. Listen. You have people in the background going, yeah. I don't know what they're yelling, but they're yelling something in the back. And see, now I took off all that noise and listened to the rhythm. And that's why I like stems, because I just took off all the music off. And this, for me, if I listen to the rhythm, it sounds better. But with all this other stuff, so I did mix it with Whoop There It Is, and it sounds like this. It's Slap on the Train. And look at the beats per minute. It's so fast. I had to drop the train down to 130. So it's gonna sound like this. 130.08. 130.08. It's gonna sound like this. On Whoop There It Is.
Get stick it, flip it and ride that B-double-O-T-Y, oh my. Ooh, that's it. Come on, whoop. There it is, I'm done.
That's how I did it. That was one on her playlist. And like right now, like I said, if you hear it on the headphones right here, it sounds okay. But when you hear it in the speakers, it sounds so different. The Whoop There It Is. The bass on this one sounds so much different from the Come On and Ride This Train. The bass is different. This one has so much bass. This one right here doesn't have so much bass. And then Tootsie Roll, again, another one that's, I have to find a happy home for these two. I got to listen to the bass. It sounds good if you get your subs also. Get your subs out, connect them, and blast it and listen to it. Find a happy home for these songs. But that's this one right here. And then from there, I played on low Slap on some Wild Thing because again, the clues on the playlist is a hip hop 80s, 90s. So Wild Thing had to go in there mixed with Low, Flow Rider. I like the way this one came out. This one came out pretty good. The melody sounds good. The melody with Low into Tootsie Roll, I didn't like it. It didn't sound good because it was a short notice. Like I said, I had to throw them in there. But to me, it didn't sound good. I got to find a happy home for these two right here. Got to do something with these two. But anyways, this one, Wild Thing sounds good with this one. This one sounds pretty good. I like it. So let's adjust Wild Thing 130. 128. Well, I had it on 130, but let's just do 128. And when you can't hear it, you can't hear the music at all. The music, when you mix it and you can't hear it, and you have both faders, the volume's up, and you can't hear it, that means it's perfect. You know what I mean? But when you could hear the other song, it just comes in, overtakes the song that you mixing it in. It just like overtakes it. To me, it doesn't sound like it's not melody. The melody doesn't sound good to me, in my opinion. But this one I hear sounds perfect for me. Check it out. Listen. See, when you can hear the song coming in, man, that's like, and then I slap on is Tricky. That one came out sweet too. I like the way that one came out. And when I was doing this mix right here, I actually was looking at the dance floor, and people were feeling it. They were feeling it. And then even I slap on some AC/DC. Michael Jackson was by request, and either they have the same, like when I hear a song, it reminds me of another song. So when I played on You Shook Me All Night, when I played this one on, it must have triggered something to the birthday girl because she asked for Beat It. And for me, it sounds like for me, it sounds, this is not the original You Shook. This is not the original one that has like a EDM kind of beat to it. Listen to it. Has like an EDM beat to it, but the Michael Jackson, it sounds good with it. Check it out. So this one was, remember I started off 130. So let's go ahead and just leave it at let's put it like a 135 because this one 138. So let's just do 133. I don't want to too much. And when they asked for that song, I said, oh, perfect. The beats per minute is like close enough. And I don't think people even notice that I mixed it. Check it out. Watch this. And that's what I'm saying. I got to find a happy home for this one too. Here we go. And here's what it sounds like without, all right. And then as for Beat It right here, I'm playing it from Tidal. So this is like is it? Yeah, I see the little world. I believe that's from Tidal. I have that song, but when I type in Beat It, it just came up and it pulled it from Tidal. Here goes my comment right there. Remember, I made those comments. But check it out. Here goes what it sounds like now, mixed. I could also play Beat It by, what's that group name? This is a group that just came out. It came out a while back. I forgot the name of it. Man, I got bad memory. But anyways, here we go. So I threw that in there. It got cut off. I could have put a loop in there, but at that time when I mixed it, if I would have practiced this, I would have said, okay, I want to cut it off when it goes da-na-na-na-na. So I would have put a loop. So in this case, like I did it live, that's the way it came out. But the point is that people were dancing, and when they heard this one in, The dong. People are getting ready with their Michael Jackson dance. You know what I mean? So check it out one more time. So we got all quiet. But yeah, I did that one. They started asking for some. Here was a couple of requests that I did because I did finish this mix, and I always play people requests after my sets. So they asked for Selena Gomez. Somebody asked for the Thong Song. So next time that I gotta remember when I do like a 90s gig, throw this song in there. This song right here. The beats per minute I think is in the 130s also, 121. You just gotta remember the beats per minute. Try to find a happy home for this one too.
This thing learned.
You know, of course, that's for Usher. And I have it, but I just want to play from the beginning when it goes, A-Town, beats up, whatever he says. You know what he says, A-Town or something?
Peace up, A-Town.
Peace up, A-Town. And then from there, I went into my Too Short mix, Body. When I was doing this set, somebody came and asked for this song right here, Old Dirty Bastard. They said, do you have this one? Again, melody for this one and this one, the bass are so different, but I mixed it up anyways. I will never do this mix like that. I got to find a happy home for Old Dirty Bastard. Got to get him a happy home. But the beat, this one I hear is mellow. In my opinion, this beat is so mellow. That's mellow compared to this one I hear. The beat is so different. If you put this on the speaker, this one, the beat is so different. And then the beats per minute too. But I had this one at one, when I played Usher. Usher I think is around one something. I think I put this at 100. So now it sounds like this. Then I dropped this one down to Old Dirty. I put them at I dropped that one down. So I got to find a happy home for Old Dirty. So it went like this.
Real creep tip, yeah. Rule number 1 is don't repeat that. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the they came to do. Body yaddy 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 yeah. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy big, yeah. Little waist, body crazy curvy wavy big, yeah. Little waist, body yaddy 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 yaddy.
I mean, yeah, it's on beat, but to me, this beat and this beat doesn't go. But anyways, I did it like that. I will continue my mix again, and somebody came up and rearranged my mix. Because you even notice the colors are the same. They just come and ask me about Missy Elliott, and that was in my mix. But it threw it. See the way I continued this mix, it went like this, and then I went back to this one. I went back to these other ones, and that's when they throw you off your mix. Just go back around and just continue it, your set. So that's what I did. And then they asked for Too Close. This is another mix. If you notice, the color's different, but I threw it in there too because they asked for Too Close. And this one, again, the beat, even though the beats per minute almost close enough, to me, the beat, in my opinion, it doesn't go. But I still did it anyways. We're going to do it anyways. Let's do it. That's what happens when you're live at a gig. People request songs and you just throw it in there. So it's going to go like this. I'm going to throw in Too Close after Party Up.
1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
So I had to continue just like that. But yeah, this is already in a happy home. That's why I got a color. And then I went and slap on some pop. I went and did some pop and old school EDM, everything. Check out, look at this playlist. Start off with Wannabe, Justin, Celebration. This one, I like this mix. This one I like this song right here, Shake, as a Celebration mashup. And I like it. I like this one. So I like these. Sometimes when I get a mashup, some of them I don't like. And that's why I'm kind of picky when I download music. I just hear them. I say, I don't like it. But in this one, I like this one. Check it out. Here we go. It goes like this. Oh, man, when I slapped that one on, man, we were going crazy. And then I slapped on some Michael again, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. This one I hear, it starts off with a cappella, so I kind of like that. But then later on, with the beats come on, the beat is different. And here again, if you listen to this one, when you play an a cappella, you always have to have it really lower than the beat. So check it out. It's going to go like this. 118, 120. All right, that's close enough. And I have to hold on to the, I got to adjust the platter on Billie Jean a lot because it goes off a little bit. All right, so it's going to go like this. Here we go. See the volumes? Oh man, people were going crazy. They were going crazy. Now, when I mix up Uptown Funk, I had to put a loop in there. I had to put a loop on Uptown Funk because I wanted the Billie Jean to finish singing, or Michael Jackson to finish singing. So I put a loop, and it went like this. Let's put it on 120. All right, here we go. See, yeah, you already have the Uptown Funk in there. Release the loop coming up. You can put an effect in there if you want. And then after that, I slap on that Apache. Remember, I had to steal this right here. I had to steal it from them. I like the way they did it on that one video I uploaded a while back, remember? And I said, look what I found. I had a Apache mixed with Uptown Funk. I kind of did it like that. And the same thing, I did a loop with the Apache. And it went like, the Apache song went like this. You know, the famous old, you know. And I mix it in with the Uptown Funk. Sound good in my opinion. It sound good. And people already start recognizing the beat, you know. So let's do this right here. Let's adjust the beats per minute. Right there, close enough. Let's go.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just
There goes Apache. I'm going to release the loop right here. And then from there, I had to slap on some more Michael Jackson, Shake Your Body, September. Now, this one I hear, I start going off on beats per minute. I start going off big times. I was started off on the 120s, and then after that, September was 130. So again, I had to kind of creep this mix in. This is from another mix. I kind of put it together. So this is actually two different mixes right here, but I put them together and I just the comments. But I'm gonna remove it because 120 and 130 is like too much apart. You know, when I mix September, when I was done mixing, see, it's at 130. I had a release when I had it on 117, and it started mixing in. I had to reset the beats per minute like that to drop it to 130 again. But that's too much. I wouldn't do it like that. I'm going to have to dismantle this mix and make it back to two mixes. Maybe I could think of something to mix after Shake Your Body. But this, man. And then after this set right here, Journey, I've slapped on some Journey. If you look at this right here, I have Shake Your Body, September, Play That Funky Music, Play Hard, Timber, Don't Stop Believing, Sweet. And then the party was going to be over at 11. Remember, I thought it was going to be over at 11. They told me to 11. Slap on some Genuine. And then I was getting ready to wrap it up. And then they came to me and said, no, can you stay another hour? And I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on staying another hour. I said, okay, sure. I got people requests out of the way. I requested a Millie. They requested Selena. Somebody requested Times of Our Lives. This is in the mix, but I just threw it in there because they already requested it. And I'm trying to think, when I'm playing these songs right here, I'm thinking of another mix I could do. And by their playlist, I'm looking at it and see what they like. And by the way they were dancing to all this, I'm getting, they like the old school stuff. So somebody asked for Big Energy, and I threw in Players again. Remember, I had this in the mix. I could have continued this mix. I was thinking about continuing it, but then somebody asked for Honey, Mariah Carey. The beats per minute a little bit off. I wish they were on the money, but look at this, 95, 105. That's too much of a distance. But man, if they would have been right on the money. They requested in the club again. So I slapped that one on. And then the birthday girl asked for Disco Shiny Disco Ball. So this one I hear, if you notice, it says 16. I was supposed to play right after this one, Pink. But since she asked for it, I threw it in first. Then I continue with this one, Seven Nations Army, and then Move Like a Jagger. I like this mix right here. This one I hear by Calvin Harris. Feels so good because it has that Sweet Child of Mine beat to it. And I was like, dang, this is a jam. I like it. I slap on Pink by Get the Party Started. But then I went with, they weren't feeling this one I hear. I put this one I hear by Usher, Freak It. They told me if I could change this one. So, well, they were a little tipsy. One of the girls said, can you change it? But it wasn't even her party. But I said, what song? She goes, just change it, anything. So I just threw in this one, DJ Got Us Falling in Love. Somebody requested this one I hear, so I had to get the dirty verse. A cowboy dude asked for this one, Thug Bones. And he actually asked for Juicy. Somebody just said, can you play some Snoop? So I slap on Snoop. Somebody asked, can you play Hypnotize? At this time right here, I just started playing with people requests. No more mixing. I was already done. I was just playing anything something people were asking for. I played Ain't No Fun, the dirty verse. Somebody came and they're offended by it. They said, can you change the song? I feel offended. And I'm like, man, people are dancing. What are you talking about? I slap on Return of the Mac, a little country, Cruise. They wanted to hear with Nelly. I don't know if this one has Nelly in it, but I slapped that one in. Somebody started singing to me saying, hey, do you have that one song, Applebee's? You're looking good like Apple. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he had to grab his phone. He goes, Fancy Like. I said, oh, yeah, I got it. So I slap on Fancy Like. somebody came and asked for this one. Now, tell me if I'm experiencing the what is that guy name? Tell me if that's his real name. I thought his name was Rick Ashley. And I was typing in Rick Ashley and it wouldn't come up. I said, I know I have it. So see that? I do have it. But I couldn't find it. So I ended up typing 80s. And then I went to look for Rick and it came up and it says Ashley. So tell me if it's Ashley or Ashley. I remember Ashley. So tell me if I'm experiencing a Mandela effect. What is it called? Mandela? Let me know. Because I remember I thought it was Rick Ashley. Never Mind. This one, some girl come up and said, do you have that song, Never Mind? I told her, I said, who sings it? She didn't even know. But so the next helpful tip here, when they don't know who sings it, let them hear your headphones. So I played it and she was hearing my headphones. She goes, that's it. So I slapped on this one. Somebody asked for Dua Lipa with Elton John. The birthday girl asked for this one. And she asked for this one. And then I finished it off with Tennessee Whiskey. That was the last song. It was over at 12 midnight. At 12:30, it was over. Because they told me if I keep going, when it was 12 o'clock, they said, keep it going. So at 12:30, I finally stopped it. They did the after party at the birthday girl's house. They said, everybody at my house. So everybody went, shoot, disappeared. And that's when I started packing it up. So it is the playlist for this gig. It went hour long. Some people like these playlists. Some people want to see what I played. You get an idea of how I mix things. You probably can even try this mixes, try them out, see if they work for you. To me, like I said, if something sounds good, keep it, put it in a crate, and whenever you need it, just look for it. Oh, I fixed my crates also. Check it out. My crate's a little better now. I got Afro beats. So now they got some miniature mixes I do. And I put them in alphabetic order. So if you come over here, how come it doesn't expand? There it is. I got a couple songs right here, mixes with Afro beats in it. So if anybody asks at short note, let's say it's a short, let's say I'm at a gig and somebody all of a sudden asks for some of the Afro beats or whatever. I say, I can't think of anything. I just open up the folder, just play whatever that's in there. let's ask for a song. I got cumbias, a lot of cumbia mixes. What else I got? I got a lot of, remember I did the pop. I kept them. I kept the pop. And I mixed some wobble with the pop. K-pop, I mean. And here goes the pop one's the one I did at the party. So I got, and I would try to name it by a popular song so I know what it is. I see September, I know it has, I said, okay, and it just give me like a flashback. I know what's in there. It's like when you buy a CD. You buy a CD and you know what's on the tracks, what songs. You say, oh, yeah, play number 5. If I see the title, September, I know what's in that little set, So, like this birthday mix I did a while back, Day and Night. I call it Day and Night, Treasure. I played that in the party. I remember I told you I started with Post Malone, The Weeknd, Eminem, Brass Monkey. And here it is right here. After Dua Lipa, I stopped it, but I had a couple more songs. I had Treasure, Flowers, Ice Ice Baby, and this one. This one I hear is Vanilla Ice, man. Got the same beat to it. But this one is a live. I believe it's a live. And the grid's always off. But you always have to listen to it with your ears. Always match them with your ears. Try to train your ears. And then from there, that's, a couple. This is where I got all my little mixes now. I got school dances, mixes in there. A bunch of little mixes. Mini mixes, I call them. So I fixed it up. I was thinking about fixing them up. I finally did it. So now I got to give me I got a gig coming up in March, and they asked for new wave. I don't have any new wave mixes. So I'm going to work on that, do at least 2 of them. 2 mixes will be 20 minutes each. So that's about 40 minutes right there. Man, I could play one set, and then later on I'll play another set. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on a new wave mix, look for some new wave music, look for some house music, and get ready for the next gig coming up. The next couple gigs, I have a quinceañera next weekend. I haven't got the playlist for that one. I'm going to ask for the playlist. If they don't give me a playlist, then it's going to be a quinceañera. So I figured it's a kid, so I'm going to look for some hip-hop, some whatever it's out right now. And plus, like I said, the title is to help out And you don't have to mix everything. Have you noticed? I didn't mix towards the end. Nothing. Like, let's go back to, where was I? History. Yeah, if you notice at the end, towards the end, 12:30, like for the last hour and a half, I wasn't mixing anything. I was just playing people requests. You know, it was my last song I mixed. And from there, nothing. I just playing the whole song. So yeah, this is your boy DJ City Manos. Hopefully this helps out. You guys get an idea of what to mix with, you know, and then just practice. You know, I've been doing it for so long. And I still haven't even perfect things. I'm still practicing always. I gotta practice on more, a little bit of my skills with using these effects. I don't use effects as much, but I'm gonna start doing a little bit more effects. I don't know, for some reason I just like to mix things in, blend them, and boom, cut them off. But I'm gonna start trying to do a little bit more effects. I still got to work on my hand skills, scratching. I still got to work on that. I know how to scratch, but not like that, transforming and all that stuff, like the really fancy crab scratch and all the other stuff that they be doing that really, you know, like I could do it just a regular, you know, a regular scratch. So yeah, I got a lot of things to work on still. Doing it for so long, I still enjoy it. So this is your boy DJ City Manos, and I am out. Peace.